not in a big cell.
Hello! Welcome back to Not Just Any RPG. We are back playing D&D. With me, I have Emma N playing Aravyre, Gavin playing Theran, Luke playing Radek, Emma D playing Saphina, and Anthony playing Drago. Orto will be joining us at some point. So there's that. You might hear a little difference in the music. You might recognize some of the songs. Battlebards is down, unfortunately, but Battlebards referral link is in the description. If you listen to any of our other episodes, they're really great. This is just, I guess, a freak circumstance. Go ahead and check them out. Also, thank you to Milo Paulus for the theme song you heard just a minute ago. Quick recap, because it's been 2 weeks for us. We basically got into a sticky situation. Our heroes did. They've gotten involved in not necessarily a full-on revolution, but some kind of secret society. They've bust into a prison, all but Drago, in order to break some of the priests who are railing against the unjust structures and laws in place against doppelgangers. As they made it into where they were being held, they discovered a man with supernatural powers and extreme speed who, after a minute or two of talking to them, flew away. And we are about to rejoin our heroes as they decide what to do with the prisoners, two of which are writhing around on the floor. Before we rejoin them, I'm going to ask Drago, what are you doing right now? Are you planning on making your way towards the prison to meet them, or do you want to go back towards the church? Are you just gonna hang out? What's the...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lay low in the tavern for the night. I'll do my rest there. A short rest, probably.
Okay. Now we'll rejoin our compatriots in the prison.
I'm just, right now, Theran is just watching guard. He sort of fell back to make sure that no other guards were being sent to try and fuck over the group while they figure out what to do with the prisoners.
I'm trying to convince everybody else to allow me to poke these other two with a stick to see if they get aggravated.
No.
I'm
Not. Does anyone have any, rope or anything?
I should.
I propose that we just, tie their hands together in case there's something wrong and then get them to, a doctor.
I do have rope in my pack. I have hempen rope. That's the same thing.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. There we go.
Radek, do you have any objections?
No.
No.
Suppose not.
Okay. So, we gotta take all of these people back to the temple. Correct. I'm just trying to get myself back up to speed.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, did we even, unlock the gates? I can't
No.
remember.
We've been arguing about poking them with a stick.
Well, I just want to see, how they'll react, if they react, severely negatively,
I would react very negatively if I was poked with a stick after being in prison.
We have a control group. We can poke the others first, and then poke the other ones. And,
No, we're not poking the prisoners!
Fine. I'll let it go.
Okay.
You like my rope to do the roping things.
Yeah.
I grab my hempen rope out of my pack.
Roll whoever's going to try and tie them up.
I will.
Keys
Oh,
are
God.
nearby in a guard's room. Roll a dex check.
Oh, that's fine. I could do that. In my
Or-
sleep.
Or
I would also allow a survival check
No, I'll do Dex.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Both
No.
of those.
21.
Ooh.
Seems tied.
He seems tired.
Seems tied to you.
I am a jeweler, so
I would have said that no matter what you rolled. So
Okay.
Well, did you know you tried to tie up a master escape artist?
Yeah.
you're actually
Actually-
tying up Houdini right now as you speak.
Yeah.
Do I have to do it for the other one too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. That's just a 20. 30-20.
Oh no, just a 20. Gosh. Anyways. Um, so yeah, you're not gonna try and tie up the other two. You're just gonna take them all.
Actually, I feel like it would seem not, because I don't want these people to feel like we're singling them out and then they get mad. That's what I'm doing in my head.
Can't have that.
I
can you?
do.
You know,
They seem
you're gonna
very
tie up-
sick.
That's
Oh,
why I
like
think
sick?
we
I
should...
thought they were just like having seizures.
No, they're clearly in pain, but
The other people said that they had taken those two back, and like they were fine. They took them back somewhere, and then they brought them back, and they were acting weird.
so they might be vampires.
We have a theory.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because the dude turned into like bats.
Like he turned into like a misty bat like thing. Disappeared.
Yeah.
Weird, man.
Yeah, I'll just leave the other two tied up.
Well,
Just because
wait
we
a
don't know
minute.
what they're.
I think they're vampires, right?
We
Are
think they're
vampires like magic people? Because I have a spell called Detect Magic, right?
Oh, Orto did that, didn't he?
well, he did something different.
Detect-
Detect magic is I believe typically used for spells and like completely magical
Enchantments.
beings. Vampires are undead beings.
Ah, that's cringe. Well,
I mean, you
if
could still
they're
do
running
detect
through, like-
magic, but you wouldn't detect anything.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Oh.
detect
Yeah.
any vampires.
I think that's what Justin did too.
He did, I
He
think,
detected
detect good and
undead.
evil.
Yeah, he has detected
Oh.
good and evil.
Okay.
And then like it goes with the undead, right?
Well, good and
yes,
evil is like
I had to look it up. Evil has a specific definition, and I believe undead are included in that.
Well, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on one of the dudes having a bad day.
Okay.
Aw, that's cute.
No, it's not. It's my job.
You go ahead and roll for that. But whatever you roll, some of the cuts and bruising clears up on their skin. They still seem sick, but
So that's all you guys are getting. I rolled a 2.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so detect magic is you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You can, if you sense magic, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So if it has like a spell cast on itself. Basically, yeah, no, detect magic would not detect an undead creature unless it was created by a spell, but vampires are like whatever.
Okay. Well, we tied up the two sick people. I guess.
Oh, and you were
we
thinking
just...
about tying up the like not sick people.
I decided against it.
Okay. So we're just headed back then to the temple.
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
taking all of them, or are we just taking 2 of them?
I'm taking all of them.
Okay.
because the sick ones are tied up, and the other ones are.
So
I don't have this. I
how
say
how
the
are we
sick
going
ones,
about this?
the
Because
sick ones will go in front of us.
you could
So
just
they
are you
can't
just gonna
attack from behind?
are you just gonna walk through the streets that are on high alert after there was a terrorist attack. With
No.
4 prisoners.
Ordo, you should show us the back roads.
Back roads.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but
The dirty, grimy streets. Of
hey, not to use those offensive adjectives. Okay. Marsart has no such place for such dirty language.
It may be a little bit dirtier after Ordo just rampaged through the fucking town.
Besides that, I will show you to our less than stellar but still good back road. So,
Okay.
yeah, let's do that.
Let's
All right.
go. Where's the back door of the prison?
Back
So-
door of the prison.
So, Ordo, roll me a stealth check as you're leading these, just like a general stealth check, as you're leading the crew through the through back streets, trying to keep everyone quiet.
So
and
wait,
stealthy.
is there a back exit to the prison? Because if so, then I'm just not aware because I'm at the front.
Well, I
It's-
don't know. I'd imagine they'd come get you, but no, there's not a back exit.
Okay.
Yeah, and stealth isn't exactly my strong suit because I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you basically a mulligan because I think there's navigation, right? Is that navigation a thing, or am I thinking Call of Cthulhu?
I think you
I think
are.
that's called Cthulhu.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Dang it!
There's never mind.
Just give me
Okay, thank you.
give me like a general,
Intelligence check.
yeah, intelligence
Oh,
to
no.
remember exact streets and.
Not my strong suit either.
Oh!
You're kidding me.
Nat
Nat
20.
20!
Not 20.
Bro, you know all the streets. You're like,
It just went back to me.
there's a map in your mind.
I can't handle it. I'm shaking. I'm like, I remember everything now. Marsart
Okay.
flows through my veins.
So,
Cool.
arriving back at the temple, you see Sarek waiting for you.
Zarek.
We brought you the prisoners, but these two look to be a lot worse off. We have our own theories that they may have been infected with vampirism. That's why we bounded their hands, or I bounded their hands, just in case. But I wanted your, like a doctor or a medic or something,
Yeah.
somebody to look them over.
Professional. Don't let them bite you.
Well, if it is truly vampirism, then a professional of the medicinal arts is not going to be of much use. I'm glad you brought them here because holy, I mean, Ordo, you should know this. Holy people are the
Expert. Holy people are the experts on this stuff?
yes.
Radek, why didn't you tell me this?
I specialize in armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I worship the armor god. I make armor.
Of course. All near. Well, I'm sorry. For me, I guess I can dabble in doing my research on vampirism. You know, not my typical favorite thing to do, but I'm guessing I have some background in this. So
What's
I
your religion stat look like?
guess not good?
Yeah.
It's a 0.
I mean, you might not be well studied in it.
Well, I mean, I did take a couple lessons.
In your undergrad years, huh?
Yeah, in my tradie years.
Yeah.
All followers of Olmir have to study a little bit in the religious ways.
Yeah.
Um, Here, let me take a look at them. Have you found the bites?
Don't they bite on the neck? Should we look at their necks?
If they're trying to spread vampirism, that is typically the place where they'll bite.
All right.
It's usually just above the collarbone, so it can be hidden if need be.
Interesting. So, shall I take a gander, a look-see at one of these, or maybe both of these actually?
Well, yes, let's take a look.
Okay. So I'm taking a look. What do I roll?
I mean, he
Or
told you
medicine.
where to look, so I'm just gonna
I'm
say
looking.
like you
Okay.
pull back the like tattered shirt, and it's pretty clear there are two
Mosquito bites. No.
Yeah, two bite marks on just above the collarbone. Maybe it would be less obvious had they been given a chance to heal, but they are like, it's just two gashes in their neck. Distinct, but very deep.
Guilty as charged. I sentence these to vampirism. They're infected.
It works, but I don't. That's not what I would have expected you to say. It technically, yes, that is technically, you could say that.
What does that mean for him, Orto? What happens to him?
Yeah.
I think they're vampires. Well, yeah, or they're on their way to become vampires. Is there a cure? I haven't seen it happen before, but if there is, I hope they get it. I'm supposed to be the expert on this, but
Not every religious person is an expert on vampirism.
Aren't we supposed to kill vampires? I've heard that saying before, like the only good vampire is a dead one. So.
well, they're already
What
dead
would be
because that's the
They're-
entire point.
They're very.
Dead.
It's very difficult to cure vampirism. The best
Yeah.
way that we have found through centuries of religious research is killing the vampire and then bringing the person back to life.
Oh boy,
Who here
that's
knows?
necromancy.
Yeah.
That's
who
illegal.
knows
No,
any of
not
that?
no, not no. It's
Oh.
not necromancy.
Okay.
It's
what would it be?
divine magic.
Oh,
There are resurrection spells that are necromancy, but they typically have caveats and don't work in exactly the way that you would expect.
So does anyone-
People who become liches go insane when you raise undead as in necromancy. Typically, there's some kind of a catch to it. With divine magic, you are simply placing the soul back into its body. Not many people know how to do these spells, and when they are done, they are very expensive.
Yet another reason why divine magic is better than necromancy.
yeah.
I assume you don't know anyone.
There
It's so
are
rare.
there are a few people, but they don't live near here. There's one who lives in the far north, but he doesn't have the resources. You need to bring not only the two vampires to him, but the resources to complete the spell, the ritual. There's one who lives far out west, but it's simply too far.
Yeah. And I would assume it would have to be done within a certain time frame of which they like turn.
Can they be out in the sunlight?
Yes, vampires can be out in the sunlight. It's just that they incur. There are certain
I'm just like,
there are certain problems that they have out in the sunlight, but they can be
They
in
get
the sunlight.
sunburned. Me
Yeah.
too.
Sure, it's easy. It's easier to defeat them in broad daylight, but
So would your recommendation be to just end their misery right now?
Oh, that we don't do that here.
to be frank, an eternity of vampirism versus ending their lives now, it may be best.
Oh, this is an ethical dilemma I was not prepared to encounter.
I mean, I can take them out back.
Oh, hold on.
If you don't do that here. in
Wait,
this
wait,
holy
hold on.
place.
No, now that I'm aware of it, it's not like I can just turn a blind eye to it because, evil thrives and good men turn their backs to
Orto,
the acts of evil.
They're literally going to become vampires. You want to unleash vampires
Take them out back
into
like,
the world.
like old Dracula.
Yeah.
Dracula. That's a name that I am not familiar with, but okay.
Old Yeller. I was making an Old Yeller joke.
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, how about we put a vote here?
Put a vote.
Yeah. How about you,
Everyone
Aravyre?
raise your hand if you think that killing them is
Aravyre,
in
you're
our best-
really quick
I'm
to
not going to
raise your
vote on
hand.
this.
Hey,
because
that's my
I
job
am
to be
not-
neutral.
I'm not familiar enough with
I think here's the
these
thing.
kind of things.
They sound like they would be tormented and they'd be burdened and they would no longer be able to have this free will of life. So I'd say kill them. I'd rather be dead than be a vampire. So.
Okay, well,
They may be turned into.
we should ask them. We should ask them. They have got voices. They got a say in the democracy.
Their brain is also poisoned with vampirism.
They don't know what they really
Sounds
want.
kind of bigoted.
Yeah, that's kind of racist. I'm like,
Vampire!
I
Look, all they're driven by is blood and hate right now.
whoa.
Well, a vampire, what's their strongest desire? What do you think a vampire's strongest desire is?
Love and compassion.
No!
I didn't know that you were such a vampire enthusiast right now. We
Yeah.
just
Activist.
did
Sorry
we
for
kill
having a
some
heart.
in the marketplace?
Okay,
like
hold
a
on.
couple
I'm thinking
like,
that I think the best route is to rehabilitate them. Isn't that what an entire justice system is built on? My justice system in Marsart, rehabilitation over punishment. That's what makes
yeah, in the
Marsart great.
places that you can't take them there. It's too far away.
Just because it's so inconvenient doesn't mean that we can't save their lives. Okay, these are two people with value. Okay, and we can't just trade value over convenience. I think that made sense. Did I make sense? Yes, I did.
I'm pretty sure that's why you buy things is for convenience, so you don't.
Yeah,
make it
but this
yourself,
is-
so you do
But
trade
nothing
value
is
for
more
convenience.
valuable than a life. I don't know if they're human or not, but they we
Oh my god.
we can't do this. Okay? Well, I don't.
I say trust the professionals, and if the professionals say,
Hey, who's the
do
professional
something-
on vampirism here, according to religious studies?
Wait. Not every religious person is a master on vampirism. It's only
I was saying just
some
like
of us.
the professionals of who deal with this stuff more than I do.
I just really don't want to kill people, especially.
You don't have to kill anybody.
Yeah.
I will not.
But I'm
force you to
allowing it
kill
to
anybody.
happen.
No, you're not.
We won't even
Yes,
tell
I
you
am.
Be
when.
against
We won't
it.
even tell you when or where it's happening. You don't even have to know.
But
Definitely
just
won't be
think-
happening right now out back.
See, now that I know that a life is in danger, or two lives in this case,
They're dead. Already. They're already come on.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like-
convincing.
yeah, I feel like I'm not going to convince you people.
No.
But just
Orto,
know that I am
Would
very.
you personally rather be murdered or a vampire?
those are two very extreme choices. That's a very extreme.
It's a rather extreme situation here.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's not like it happened. Like, it's a very extreme game of would you rather right now.
what would you rather? I would rather be murdered. I feel like that's a very clear choice.
Same.
Than to be a vampire whose
Point.
only desire is to make other people vampires and condemn other people to the fate that I have.
They can no longer live the life that they wanted to live.
And to have a lust for blood.
If you put it like that, I guess, but just know that I'm not happy about this. We should, write letters to the loved ones and, let them know what's happening, what's the deal.
Can these guys even talk?
Yeah. Can they talk? I mean, I've been looking at them. I kind of looked at their necks and
Are you
They're
gonna-
listening to
Are
us
you gonna
debate
say
on
anything
which
to them?
if we should
are they
kill them.
nodding or are they like,
Oh,
oh,
dude, yeah, we're kind of talking about whether we should kill
we're
him.
talking about it
They
extensively.
they're like sat down on the ground, leaning against the wall. If you try and say anything to them or like look at them for long enough, they like grunt. Essentially, they are in like immense amounts of pain.
I think these guys checked out. I think we're doing them a service.
Hmm.
That's how I
Okay.
feel.
They won't be in any more pain. They'll be in a better place.
Ordo, I'll be sure you won't see
Okay.
or hear anything, and you can cover the
Just know I'm
telling
generally
of their families and things
Against
like that.
euthanasia. Okay, this is like, one of those rare exceptions where it is justified. Okay?
Okay.
There's a shot. There's a shot. Cut to a shot of Ordo laying in bed, like wrapped up in the covers. You hear like a scream in the distance, and his eyes go wide.
No.
You know what this reminds me of?
Oh,
Do guns exist in Marsart?
So while everyone's dealing with that, because I think we've come to an agreement, right, about what's gonna happen.
I can't stop them.
Okay.
And then watch it be last minute to swoop in, save their lives.
4-1. We'll cut away while that's being handled. Drago. So you've hung out at the tavern for a while. He's kind of the innkeeper is kind of doing last calls for people who aren't staying in the inn. He's gonna kick everyone out any minute now. What would you like to do?
So, has it been 2 hours to where I had a short rest? Oh wait, that's only 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. I'll allow it. You can have a short rest.
Okay. So, seeing that I feel replenished and ready to strike again, how destroyed is the post office?
Very destroyed. It's like on fire. There are people trying to put it out.
What about the tax office?
Also, didn't you also destroy that? No, you went to the guards, like
Yeah,
barracks.
I went to the guards
and-
tower.
Okay, I mean, if you want to track down the tax office, I will say, if you are able to get there, there are several guards standing around.
Okay. Actually, maybe I should not destroy Marsart.
the guards on are lots of guards stationed on government buildings now.
Yeah, I'll just go rejoin them at the church. I
Okay.
think that would be a politically apt decision.
So on the way back, as you're walking through, you walk by the marketplace where you guys had the fight the previous day, 2 days before. I don't remember. This was 2 weeks ago now, where you guys had the fight in the market. You passed by that market. In a little bit of a square, like 2 streets down from the marketplace, a crowd of people has like accumulated around a wooden platform that seems to have been just like thrown together. And on this wooden platform are some gallows. Several people are standing up on the gallows, and there's this long line of all kinds of different looking people with their hands bound, who are waiting to be brought up. And you see, as you're walking by, there are crowds like jeering and clapping and you can see at the front there's some people who look like guards, and there's some people who are slightly better dressed and like kind of standing off to the side with their hands behind their back, kind of looking on with a slight grin on their faces.
Do they look like Orto's friends?
Who?
The people ready to be put on the gallows.
No, it's people from all different walks of life, it looks like. Well, some wealthier people are thrown in there, some impoverished people, all different races and genders.
What is the crowd saying?
You are not there, but I will answer your question. It's just lots of like it's a mob, basically. It's not a violent mob, but it's a mob of people who are there to watch these people be executed. So it's not really exact, just lots of like cheering as the next person is brought up. One of the guards at the front is kind of he's giving the orders, and then he stands up at the front of the gallows with a little like scroll, and he says to the little gnome that is sitting there, Sir Zilior Garand is here to be executed today on charges of being a doppelganger who has had a part in the atrocities tonight. Such violence has never been seen, and now City of Marsart is taking the opportunity to deal with the doppelganger problem.
Yeah, let that happen.
First up's Zilior Garand.
Right as he's about to do that, I'm gonna cast Fireball. Is there a part of the stage where there's no people on it?
Not really. Like, there's a line coming up on one side, and then there's like a bunch of guards standing around.
I'm gonna cast it at the guards.
Okay. Okay. I guess roll damage just to see.
Okay. I already forgot what the damage is. It's 8d6 or 68?
I think it's 86.
Okay, I'm gonna use roll 20 to speed that along. Uh, 21.
All right. Yeah, so part of the stage explodes. Lots of the like crowd of people duck down for cover. Several of the guards are sent flying in all directions. And yeah.
I'm gonna cast invisibility and run to the church now.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, Oh god, you were still disguised, weren't you? Oh no, does that only last for an hour?
I can renew it infinitely.
Oh, well. Never mind. So, Yeah, I mean, I guess you get there.
Hey guys, I heard of this crazy guy that went and blew up the post office. I don't know, it's quite scary that people like that are walking around at night doing nefarious things. How did y'all do?
I'd like to know more about this post office ordeal. Do you mind? Did you see it yourself? Can you go into more specifics?
Yeah, this guy, the shirtless guy that was covered in blood, he went and cast fireball on a post office. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody I might know.
Yeah, I hear he's a 4'6" halfling, 4'7" on a good day, and very good looking.
Huh.
Especially when covered in blood.
Yeah, especially then.
Did you happen to get a name?
I don't think the guards did. So
Wow.
we're in the clear there.
Great.
But yeah,
Why would we be in the clear?
Well, I'm glad
How
you
does that
served as a
clear
good
us?
distraction.
Well, I think they're not going to associate that with our movement, which is good.
They're not going to, right? Not you think they're not going to, because that would deflate the entire purpose.
Yeah,
of
they're
our
not.
movement.
Although, I am
They
a little
would.
worried that I might have triggered a backlash against doppelgangers.
That was the exact opposite of what our movement is about.
Yeah, but that'll make the doppelgangers want our movement even more.
That wasn't the point. I literally did
Well,
not hear this
there's
entire
no
dramatic speech.
point in crying over spilled milk.
This is not
Okay.
spilled milk. Hold on. First off, everybody here in Marsart is. Most of us are lactose intolerant, so there won't be any milk.
Oh my
Second of all,
god.
What?
second of all, this is
that
more
doesn't
than
seem
spilled
relevant.
milk.
This,
Well-
yeah. What are we gonna do about the problem at hand?
Sorry, I got distracted. But what the post office? Well, okay. The problem at hand is that we set civil rights back for doppelgangers just a little bit. You know, maybe by a decade. You know,
Then
now
we
that they're
need
associated.
to amp up this revolution right now.
I said
need
we
to
were not
get-
going to make this violent, but then you guys made it violent. I mean, no one died, right? Right? No one.
I don't think so. Maybe some
Like-
guards.
I whispered to him,
that's-
I was like, yeah,
So-
like,
Those guards may have been, you know, I think just because they're doing their job doesn't mean they should be killed, okay? I know they're doing their job, but that don't make it right what they do.
They were executing doppelgangers on my way here.
Still, that doesn't mean you should kill them, alright? You know, have you... An eye for an eye makes the world blind. Hello? Hello?
I don't think neutrality is gonna get us a revolution.
Okay, but
Yeah,
also
no, it's
doing
not.
onto others
From
what they have done to
experience.
others, it just sets a chain. Someone
we're
has
not
to start...
gonna mass execute any guards.
You just killed
like-
2 guards, though. Or whoever...
We're not gonna put them all up in like a line to be like executed in front of like a crowd.
I specifically yelled at everybody to say, make sure no one dies, because that's going to make everyone look bad who is fighting for the cause of the doppelgangers. And, you know, just imagine those 2 guards, or how many guards you may have incidentally killed on the way. Imagine how their family feels, or how their loved ones feel, and how that may forever fuel the resentment towards doppelgangers and the cause and all that. So, thanks, Drago.
Okay, what's done is done, and now we need to help the doppelgangers speed up the revolution so that they're no longer prosecuted and there's no more bloodshed on their
Okay.
side.
Emphasis on no more bloodshed at all, because this was not supposed to be a violent revolution, right?
I think we're ways past that.
Yeah.
Well,
By the
We
way,
need
we
to
should
get things
probably.
done.
Here's the problem with violent revolution, our plight isn't exactly popular at this time.
It is not.
Well, then just make it even more violent. Give them no other choice.
That will make it even more unpopular. You see, violence
We
is
need to get word around the streets of town of a revolution for the doppelgangers.
if you want a revolution to happen, you don't give the people more pitchforks and knives and
No, we talk to the doppelgangers so they come to us so we can organize a revolution. We need the support of the doppelgangers.
The
first.
doppelgangers are a sizable minority, but there are not that many of them.
They need our help.
Yes.
I kind of think we should go back and see if I was able to disrupt the executions they were doing tonight. And I kind of ran away after burning down the stage.
Oh, okay. I mean, you saved some lives. So.
Yeah, I saved some, I took some. I'm sure that's my responsibility to do.
The great equalizer.
Oh my god. It's coming from you?
Yeah. Totally from Hamlet.
Ordo, do you think it is possible to have a revolution for a group of minorities without them helping?
No. Is that what you wanted to say? No.
I mean, it's whatever you think. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear what you think I want to hear. I want to hear what you actually think.
We can't do it alone.
Are there any places where, like, only doppelgangers really go? Any, like, secret bars? Or something? Meetups?
I am not aware.
I swear I've heard you describe it as separate but equal. So where are the separate doppelgangers?
Okay. Well, okay. It wouldn't...
This is what you get for lore dumping for no
I know.
reason.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Well, if you said it was secret, so if it was secret, then like I don't know where they are. Like,
Okay, where... So you don't know where they are?
no.
Secrets exist because certain people know about them and other people
Yeah.
don't. We would assume that because you are organizing this revolution, that you would know about the secret doppelganger shit.
Where
Where the
yeah.
fuck are they?
If you're organizing a revolution, what support have you had in the past to even get as far as you have? Like,
Hold on. Okay, well, why are you asking me? Okay, I helped organize it. Okay, you remember me getting arrested? That was kind of a part of, you know.
then who knows more than you that could help us better?
Sarah, can you help me out here?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I
You only got
mean,
me.
sure. There's the problem is that there are places. The problem is that doppelgangers are not exactly. They try to remain unidentifiable, right? They change into somebody else and they stay that person forever, hopefully. Especially being in a city that's as against them as this is. Now, I do have an in into a society for doppelgangers, but it's not as easy as walking into a bar.
How hard is it?
Usually,
No.
barring a special situation or befriending a doppelganger yourself, they usually only let doppelgangers in. And the way that they make sure is they make you turn back into your normal form.
Would we be able to disguise ourselves into what could be perceived as a normal form.
I doubt that.
You want to do that
I
in front
can't-
of them? It would
I
be.
can't do that.
It would be extremely difficult because there is a specific transformation process that makes their disguise selves much harder to detect than regular magic.
Do any of you have smoke grenades?
No, unfortunately.
Nah.
All out.
Okay.
So just a disguise self spell wouldn't do the trick.
Yes, it wouldn't. They would be able to see that you're not going through the proper process.
What does the proper
Transformation.
process look like?
There's a specific way their form changes. In the way disguise self, typically your form changes slightly into whatever your person, and it goes straight there. They change their entire being. It's more accurate, down to, because disguise self is built off of you seeing this person, you knowing what they look
Oh.
like.
So we have to befriend a doppelganger, basically.
That would probably be best.
This is okay. Well,
Do you know any friendly doppelgangers?
You could
Well,
go.
they are friendly. It's just they
Yeah.
aren't exactly forthcoming with being doppelgangers at this point.
Can we make little, like, papers? Or something? Can we try to organize a meetup?
like pamphlets.
Yeah, like something of like, are you
You
a
wanna-
doppelganger?
You want to
Do
make
you
it
want a revolution? Then
We could-
come join us here.
We could maybe steal one from the prison.
I'm sorry.
That's, no.
You want
I'm
to
just shutting
put
that down right
you
off
want
the
to
bat.
put you want to put pamphlets up telling everyone in the city where all the doppelgangers are going to go.
I was going to only distribute it to the places where
Well-
doppelgangers go.
That's where exactly they would look.
That's
They
also
blend
the
in.
problem we currently have, that it's not exactly clear where they go outside of their,
Oh, I
like,
thought there
secret
were
society.
some places that we knew of.
There was one, but it's difficult to get into, therefore...
Yeah, we just hand it to like the bouncer at the door.
He could
No,
obviously.
It's not. It's not. It's a secret society. It's not a specific place.
A bounce. Just, what, $20, I'll let you.
Okay, that I feel like that was not very clear to me.
I mean, if it's secret, there won't be a bouncer announcing their presence.
Does
It could
bouncer
be-
announce their presence?
I mean, it's very obvious.
How
that they're
are
a
you
bouncer.
going to
I-
find the place?
I thought
then?
that there was a place, and then there was gonna be like a door. And
Okay,
you, like,
this
knock on
probably
the-
it's like Prohibition era. You know, we just walk in. Oh, okay, this is so out of character. Sorry. It's just like it's probably like a password you got to say at a certain place, and then it just reveals a door. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what I
happening.
was like expecting.
The problem is that we don't know where it is.
Yeah,
There
Well, I
might.
didn't know that. That was not clear.
it's
Do we know anything about where doppelgangers are, like at all?
Is there even a point to this revolution if the doppelgangers don't want this?
Yeah.
Well, they
Do they
do.
want-
They do want this. They're scared.
Are
Maybe they
any
should
of you
stop being
guys
scared.
doppelgangers by any chance? Could get us an in.
No,
no.
not that I know
you're
Last time I
asking the
checked.
party. Like,
of.
Last time I checked, I wasn't. in.
Sure.
well,
Would the real Ordo do this?
we didn't.
Not bad.
We did have a doppelganger in the temple. Unfortunately, he's now out back.
Oh.
Being out back. Like,
Wait, what happened?
like dead? Like in the graveyard?
Hey, I said this
Like
should not
one
have
of the
happened.
vampires.
But you guys,
Vampires?
you killed him already?
Yeah, that was the time skip that I was doing. I cut to Drago walking,
Oh.
and I was
You're-
like, they're doing that while Drago's on his way
I didn't
back.
expect that to happen so quickly.
Wait, how do vampires fit into all this?
I don't know.
Nobody explained. I forgot.
I'm gonna pull Drago aside and just be like, yeah, 2 of the prisoners were vampires, and we decided to put them out of their misery.
I think there are two other people locked up in that tower, and I'm pretty sure everybody is kind of gone, so they may be starving to death. We should probably do something about them too.
Now,
What is? I'm
Now,
confused now.
what exactly is the plan with the secret society?
I don't
Well, what-
fucking know.
Because
Plan can there be if we can't get in?
How do we signal that we're okay, or that we're a friend of doppelgangers?
well, that's kind of what I mean. Like, what you're putting on all this effort to get into the secret society. We couldn't get a ton of support. We have some doppelgangers we work with, but it's very tenuous. They don't want to be directly connected unless we're caught, and we have been. And several. I mean, you just rescued some of our clerics. So it's we don't have a super direct connection with them, but the rest of them are afraid.
So
They're worried about what will happen to them if we fail. So what is the plan if you do
What
get in
if-
contact with them?
for the next couple days, because there's likely to be more executions out in the streets, we essentially guard the streets and stop all executions.
Okay.
And maybe announce like a name or something for
Okay.
any doppelgangers so that they know that we're on their side.
I like the idea for saving lives in the process,
Mhm.
but I feel like we should maybe not. Okay, we need to stop the executions before they happen. All right, we can't just have them all line up and then we just say stop, and then allow some others to happen. We want to be able to stop all of them from happening and not just wait last second. You know what I'm talking about?
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, it just sounds like
It wouldn't be good for our cause if we let any of them die.
yes,
So I thought that was implied.
yeah.
Okay.
we don't want them to almost die and then we save them, because that runs the risk of them actually dying. Don't do it. Don't save them last second is all I'm saying.
So,
Yeah.
I do have an interesting idea. So,
Okay.
we do need like an image associated with the revolution,
Oh.
Lord.
and I think I created quite an image last night.
Okay, well, what is it?
Well, I described it.
Crazy old man that went to the streets butt
Okay,
naked
no,
and-
but I'm thinking like a symbol.
Hmm.
Okay. So, how about this? Like an infinity symbol, and then equals, and then something. I don't know. No,
You lost me.
I don't know. It's
I
really
don't know.
hard to describe the
What's an
symbol.
infinity symbol?
Has math not been invented?
No, just not everyone is going to be educated in math.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, they don't. Okay. Well, it's really hard to describe a symbol. Yeah, I mean, we could just say that we have a really great symbol that's very easily identifiable. We could do like a fish, just like a very. It needs to be simple to draw, so we can do like a fish.
I was thinking just red paint.
Red paint, like a red like swatch somewhere.
What happens if they're colorblind?
Just
Well, then
just
they
coating
wouldn't be
ourselves in
brown.
red paint. We don't have to be all red, but just some.
Okay. I
It's a
could
color.
go with that.
I mean,
People associate colors with things.
yeah, but
we'll be
colorblind
like
people.
the red saviors or something.
Yeah.
Red saviors. I
But
like it.
also, like, I do have a question for you, Ordo. Who
Uh-huh.
exactly is in charge of this town?
I would assume the mayor.
Ordo, yep, there's a mayor.
So, could we just talk to him? Like,
I
and
don't know if
ask
he's.
him to stop?
Well, I haven't been keeping up with politics, because you know me. Marsart, neutral. I don't keep up with politics at all. So I don't know if he's a nice guy or a mean guy or politically corrupt or pro or anti doppelganger.
The mayor has been pretty unreachable since this all started.
Like completely unreachable. Like
I mean,
Like,
obviously
is he dead?
no. He talks. He appears in. He appears from time to time, but his schedule is apparently booked all the time, and no one can ever get into the same room with him. He appears for speeches occasionally, but
So he's just a symbolic position, I'm assuming. He's a figurehead.
well, no, he
How-
signs laws. It's just ever since the oppression has started, he doesn't seem to want to meet with anybody.
So if he has,
doppelganger.
Is the mayor a doppelganger?
I
I
don't
would
know if I
assume
can
not.
figure that
He
out.
yeah, but if he doesn't like being seen around people now that all of this craziness has started.
Or maybe he's just feels internally guilty about it for whatever reason.
If he has public speeches, can we go and protest at the speeches?
Yeah,
Except I think we would get arrested
We
for that.
tried that once.
You tried that?
Yeah, it didn't go
Did
very
you get?
well.
Is that how those people got imprisoned?
No, this was later, but
Okay.
but yes, originally some people did get imprisoned for that.
What if we silently protested?
Civil disobedience.
Solidarity.
You know, over this conversation, we've fallen pretty far. We went from, we should just kill these guys because their life sucks, like, vampires are terrible, to, we should silently protest.
Yeah.
We should have a moonlight vigil where we.
Yeah, I feel like also they're not going to care about the opinion of 4 or 5 foreigners that came in and just want to assert their will on the town. Like, if we just silently protest, they're not going to do anything, like, at all.
You guys can't even vote.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, stopping the executions for the next couple days would be a good start.
Yeah, we could be
And I
like
say in the morning, let's do
vigilantes. Yeah, vigilantes. You know, we can have a mask on, and we'll just like stop them. And like, who's that masked figure? And it shows that we're all part of the same resistance squad or something like that. Ooh,
Squad.
squad.
Okay, I think that's a good plan. Let's rest
Okay.
for the night and discuss more in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I'm confused. Is it night or day? Because you referred to the event that
It's
the
still
Naked
night.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still night.
Okay.
So everyone
should
can
do
take
s-
their long rest.
Yay.
Right.
We
No.
shouldn't have been
My
so
thing's
stingy with
fine.
healing those vampires then.
Yeah. You know what we
wouldn't-
should
You
do?
wouldn't have cured their vampirism, though.
I know.
Okay.
You would have just made them stronger in the short term.
We could have done some propaganda, some pro doppelganger propaganda, like a play. Like we can write a play so good,
He
you guys
says-
could all be in it.
He says in his head as he goes to bed
Oh my.
for the night.
I'm just putting the idea in your head, guys.
Guys,
He's
what
just
if we
talking in his sleep, and I'm
Yeah,
listening.
I'm like,
what
I'm
if
gonna
we
write the
write-
next opera.
What if we write a play about a guy who sold his soul to a devil
And
to turn
in
into
turn-
other people?
Ooh. Or maybe I can write a hip opera about
Oh my!
the founding of this country, the
A
founding of
hip
Marsart.
opera.
The founding
Oh
of
my
the city-state.
God, listen to whatever a hip opera is.
Oh no.
Just you wait.
It's gonna be called Bamilton.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyways,
In the heights of Marsart. Sorry.
so what is the plan?
Okay.
Good question.
So, in the morning, we're all gonna get together,
hmm
probably to eat breakfast.
Okay.
Brekkie.
Uh,
Do we have time for
I-
that?
Most important
propose-
meal of the day.
I propose that we split off maybe into like 2 teams to scout the area, and I will do my whole ability, and I'll choose maybe 1 person from my own team and 2 people from the other team, because I can do up to 3.
Hmm.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Okay.
So then we
Alright.
can alert the other group of when something's happening so that we can all go in together as like a united front if they need help.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Who wants to be on one team?
Well, I want to be with my good Olnir worshipping friend, Radek, and we can start patrolling because I think we make a good team.
He says nothing. Radek, how do you feel about that?
And perhaps Aravyre could come with us. You know, we could. You're always in the woods. I think you've got a good eye for things. You can scout things.
Yes, I am favored to the woods. Yes, I favor the woods.
Do you favor
That
the
is
woods?
true.
I favor the woods.
You do favor the
Yeah,
woods. You favor the woods.
You favor the woods.
Oh, God. Okay, so we have our 2 teams. I'll be able to speak. You guys will be able to speak with me. I'll be able to speak with you for 5 hours.
Wait, so
And
I'm going.
I'll do Theran, Orto, and Aravyre.
I think Aravyre should get it because she favors the woods.
Favor
yeah.
the woods.
And then right before we all split off, we're gonna
Mhm.
have a quick huddle. And, you know, I really believe in all of us and our faith to do this. I really think that we can bring true change to this community. And I'm really happy that all of us are here together, and I'm really happy that we all met up. I really feel like we are a great team,
Aw.
and I hope that we can continue being a great team, and I hope that this all works out. And now everyone gets temporary hit points. I want to say 8. Yeah,
Aw.
Ooh.
Saphina, you're making me cry.
that was
Wow.
the point.
Now let's kick some fucking government ass.
Yes.
Yes. Anarchy.
Wait. Can we do like tiny acts of terrorism while we're walking around? Do a little insurgency. Or no?
Starting a ruckus.
I would say some like public vandalism is okay, like some red
I'm
paint.
Okay.
for it.
We
All
can do
right,
that.
this is why I'm
Right.
gonna be putting on the mask. You can
So
call
I'm
me
with Orto, right? And
yes,
Theran?
Radek.
Radek. Dang. I knew that. I knew it.
Yeah. We just paint big red D's for
D's?
double
Yes.
angles.
Okay,
My brain.
okay. I mean,
I
okay.
think that could work.
Okay.
And okay. I mean, D's can mean anything. So maybe we could put like an equal sign right beforehand to show that they're equal to us.
No, stop. I'm stopping you right there.
It's too much.
I'm stopping you
Okay.
right there.
D-O with an umlaut.
Ooh.
Yes.
Or maybe it could be like a smiley face, like on its side. And no, like, okay, like the D being
No.
the mouth,
No.
and then the 2 happy faces, so it looks like a smiley.
Disagree.
Okay.
Are you saying we should put :D up as vandalism? Is that-
Symbol of freedom.
XD.
I don't know, make it provocative and make it uniform. Just have the D.
Yes, because the smiley face is very provocative.
yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
Wait, what if we do a backwards G, so it's like a
like
a frown,
like a
you know?
B.
Oh my god.
There's nothing provocative for you.
I like the DM's idea, fucking out of character, because in character was a DM. So I think the D with the like whatever.
It was
Umlaut.
D-O with the umlaut.
Yeah,
with the umlaut,
over
yes.
over there.
You guys know what an umlaut is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I took German for 3 years.
I know you know what an umlaut is. I'm just
Say
making
for
sure.
maybe for our podcast listeners, or really for our non-Germanic speaking listeners, maybe you should explain it to them. So
Well,
they
not
haven't.
just German.
It's
It's
a letter with 2 dots.
It's not just
over it.
German.
Yeah, it's also the Scandinavian countries use it.
Like
Most of
Dutch,
them, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Dutch does use it, but
the Dutch uses it. Yeah.
Deutsch.
That's
Anyway,
You've not been educated if you weren't.
There are 2 dots over the
2
letter.
dots over the letter is an umlaut.
Yeah.
The more
And you
know.
pronounce it differently. That's why they're there. It's not just like for fancy 2 dots.
Okay.
Pretty.
Anyways.
Well,
anyways, so you guys do that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll a dice. So
stop rolling dice. Stop.
what?
Stop what you're doing.
Oh,
Who was going with Saphina?
Drago and Theran.
Drago and Theran. Okay, so the 3 of you
Okay.
walk back towards the marketplace. I'm guessing you leave at least one piece of graffiti somewhere on the way. But you walk back towards the marketplace, and in the place where you had originally thrown the fireball, they are building a new set of gallows. But this time they're building a makeshift guard tower. They are reinforcing it. They are getting it set up. There is no crowd. There's no people. They're just workers working on it. There are a few guards milling about, but it's clear that they're not doing the executions now.
And they did this all within like what, a day?
Since last night.
Yeah,
That's
well,
impressive.
it's at least been 8
Yeah.
hours. It's not finished. It's nowhere near
No, I
finished.
know, but
It's
I'm
just,
saying
Okay.
like they've already built a good amount in 8 hours.
you can see that they are. You can see what it will turn into a guard's tower throughout the day.
Would it be like maybe what, a third to halfway done?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So,
I think we need to put a stop to this construction.
yeah. But would it be smart to do it now or wait until like nighttime?
Probably nighttime. I would assume that'd be around
Yeah.
when they're done. And also, I don't think they'd be starting executions until tomorrow.
Although, would that be too obvious? I think they would expect us to attack at night.
What about dusk?
Okay, I think dusk might be a little more unexpected.
Yeah. And then we can like put the red paint on the remains, whatever is remaining.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's our plan.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't do it just showing ourselves, though, would we? We would have some form of disguise to make sure that if we walk around as normal, we would not get caught.
I could just continue disguising myself as the same person from last night. Make it recognizable.
I don't know that that's the kind of person that Ordo envisioned this revolution to have the face of, but
I didn't envision that either, but I think it would work.
I mean, sure. Chaos. Why not? We're already creating a lot of chaos with this mess, but what's a little more? So I guess we go back, right? Because we're not going to do anything right now, or did we want to do something else?
I guess we keep patrolling for a little bit,
Yeah.
just in case.
We could, try to figure out where certain government officials live.
Sure.
How would we do that?
Yeah.
Chat around. Say we're gonna bring some lemon cakes to the mayor's wife, and just ask where we might go to drop them off.
Well, we don't have any on us, do we?
We could buy some.
Yeah.
With the little money that I have, I suppose we could. But I feel like
I mean, least that could happen is that we find out nothing, and then we just have lemon cake, which I'm all for.
But I don't want more attention to be brought to us than, like, ourselves than necessary.
Oh, that's fair.
Because I feel like that'd be suspicious.
I guess let's just stick to the one thing today. Let's not do too much. I wonder what the other group's doing right now.
So the other group,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
you've left, probably at least a piece of, some vandalism pieces, some graffiti.
What an artist. I am.
Man, you drew a D and an O and 2 whole dots. But anyhow, it's strange. Every time you've passed a building of some importance, there's been a large guard presence. As you pass one building, looks to be some kind of government building. I guess Ordo, you would probably have some idea of what it is. It is a government office where they just keep some different things. It's essentially like a treasury, but they also hold some great historical historical items from Marsart. You see, getting out of a carriage, is the mayor.
Oh my stars!
He's getting out of a carriage and getting ready to walk inside. What do you do?
Okay, Aravyre, that's the mayor. What do you think we should do? Big bets.
Well, is he doing anything that, like, can we avoid him? Do we have to?
Do you want to avoid him? Do you want to confront him? Do you want to go, this one's for Marsart, for sacred Marsart?
Does he look threatening in any way?
No.
Not currently. He's just getting out of a carriage.
It's taken him a long time.
Getting out of the carriage.
I mean, like, he...
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Like, does it look like I could take him in a fight?
He's got lots of
hold on.
guards and people around.
This is not how we solve stuff. Okay, we don't.
Yeah, everyone's like,
people.
let's go talk to the mayor. And Emma sees the mayor.
We're
And
not
she's
gonna.
like, it's on site. Let's go.
First off, one, if you're gonna, take him out, let's not do that. That's gonna send a bad signal because assassinations do not help. They only make things worse and only strengthen the opposing cause, or really his cause, by making him into a martyr. So let's not do that. Second, we don't kill people unprovoked. We give them a fair fight. So at least they fight in fair self-defense. Otherwise, we're murderers. Okay? Ray Dick, what do you think we should do with the mayor that's coming to us, or coming our way?
So we're not kidnapping him?
We shouldn't kidnap him. That was never an option.
I kind of like the kidnap and blackmail idea. Was that an idea, or did I just make that up?
I think that might have been my idea, alright? If it was my idea, disregard that. Let it not be, Ardia. That's not how we do things here. Do you want to talk to him? I will talk to him. Okay, you guys are very indecisive, and you guys want to take the violent route. I'm gonna go approach him.
Okay.
This Ordo style.
So you're walking up. Two of the guards kind of step in your way as he's like putting on an overcoat.
Mr. Mayor, you look mighty fine today, sir. I am glad to have voted for you. We do have democracies here.
Oh, you voted for me.
Yes, I did.
It's good to hear. What's your name, son?
Saphina Truebluff.
That's a strange name for a holy man such as yourself. Do your parents want a girl?
Well,
it's a fine name, son. I'm just pulling your chain.
Yeah, you are. I'm glad that you have such a good sense of humor. Well, let's cut to the chase here. What is your stance on doppelganger oppression?
It's quite a strange question, son.
But it's an evergreen one. It's ever
well,
so
listen.
What do you want me to ask you about tariffs?
If doppelgangers were being oppressed in my city, then I would surely do something about it. Now, I think that a group who has wrongfully done something illegal should be punished.
That's true.
It's not clear exactly who the perpetrators of the terrorist action last night was, but nonetheless, I have heard it from a good source that it was a group of doppelgangers.
Okay. I mean, but do you think all doppelgangers are bad? Because I know that we're not meant to have opinions here about this sort of stuff, and this is kind of a taboo subject to be addressing, but I feel like times are changing, and I feel like we're kind of avoiding a very ever-present issue. There's been many dare I say frivolous cases against doppelgangers, especially within the media, just things blown out of proportion over here.
Listen, son.
Saphina.
Yes, I remember your name. You ask a lot of questions. What can I do to assure you that there is no oppression going on? That the only thing that's happening today is just a reaction to a group of doppelgangers that have apparently been working against the government for quite some time.
Well, sir, I am a proud constituent of yours. I would dare say supporter of you, but I am a bit disappointed at this perhaps denial of such rancid atrocities that are being committed. And I will not stand for Marsart to stand by while this is all happening.
Well, listen, hopefully my actions will persuade you to remain a supporter of mine in the next election. And he reaches out to shake your hand. Give me an insight check just from this conversation you've been having with him.
Okay, I am looking at him. I'm staring into his eyes, and I roll an 8.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean he's acting pretty normal. What a normal guy.
Can I do a perception
he's very
check?
normal.
Sure, if you roll high, then I will allow you to also do an insight check.
Okay. Let me grab my die. Where is that? 19.
Okay,
Ooh.
and then insight.
Insight. Cool.
Yeah.
This is all happening in slow motion as I'm reaching out my
15.
hand.
No, this is over the course of the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like,
So throughout the conversation,
Should have added.
looking from down the street a ways, the mayor seems not like lost, but he seems to disappear in the conversation. Like there's something behind his eyes, and then he like there's nothing behind them for a few seconds between questions. He seems to disappear mentally for a few moments before he answers a question.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I hope that you stick true to your word. You're a good man, as I can see within your eyes, and I hope that you do not disappoint me. But you haven't been my favorite. But this might be stiff competition next election. We'll see. But
Listen,
can
I
tell that you're a
wouldn't
good man.
I wouldn't have it any other way than one of my constituents considering all options for the vote. And
You're a good man. It's not
hopefully
much it's not often that I hear someone so humble and such a high position of power.
hopefully I'll see you some other time, Saphina. I have some work to do.
Okay.
Is it common for doppelgangers to space out?
Do you want to roll? I guess intelligence. I don't think it would be Arcana or anything.
I mean, yeah, I can roll intelligence.
Be a culture check. So roll intelligence.
Roll a 7.
I don't know. Maybe.
You can just point at me. Did she just mention that to me? Like, oh, or is it?
I thought she was asking me.
Well, I was
Oh.
asking you, but I could also ask you.
Okay, okay. Well, can I roll Arcana?
Would you also like to roll an intelligence check?
Yeah, I bring it up to you that he
Oh,
seems
intelligence
like
or Arcana?
distant.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Rolled a 9.
God damn it.
Maybe. It's possible.
No.
Yeah, you're asking you're barking up the wrong tree, Aravyre.
Aravyre.
Aravyre, sorry. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure this guy's kind of trustworthy. Mr. Mayor, in the last election, said a lot of things, but strikes me as a good guy.
He seems a bit like a space cadet.
A space cadet?
I don't know, he just seems to mentally check out of things. You know, like when you ask him questions, he kind of just...
Well, that's called thinking about what you're about to say. He's not like a robot.
But he looks like he just is...
It's not like he's a robot, or what's a robot?
All I'm
It's not
saying
like
is he seems to disappear before he answers questions, like as if he's not really there.
maybe he's channeling something within him. I don't know, Aravyre. People respond to questions in their own ways. I would not look too much into it. Again, we're all different here, and I know that you've shown your bigotry against vampires, but here it's what I assume to be a normal person just thinking about a question before he answers, which is something we need more of. More honest politicians that don't just speak rehearsed lines and adages and attitudes. We need someone real, like Mr. Mayor over there. Honestly, I'm becoming more of a supporter of him. Aside from the doppelganger stuff.
I'm like linked to Saphina, right? Like with the conversation thing.
So am I.
Would you like his name before we go on, Mr. Mayor? Mayor Glenn.
Mayor Glenn.
You're
Glen. Not two
Nice.
N's.
Nice. Glenn.
Okay, so rubber temples. Try to contact Saphina.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we ran into the mayor, Mayor Glenn.
Mayor Glenn.
He seemed a bit off to me.
I think she means off the chain, off the wall.
Saphina, who did you cast the spell on? Who did you?
On both of them.
Oh, okay,
So we're just
gotcha.
arguing about this. in our heads.
Like we're like mentally arguing.
Guys, I can only take one of you guys in my head at once, otherwise it's way too chaotic.
Probably take me here. He seemed a bit off.
Seemed a bit off. Like how?
Like we'd ask him questions and we talked to him, and then he
It's
just
called
seemed
thinking
to,
about-
And then he seemed just.
What did I say, Ordo?
Like he would just mentally check out. Like behind his eyes, it was like there was nothing.
Like he's stupid nothing, or like
No,
there's
like
something
smart-
going on?
Disappeared.
Nothing. Hold
Like,
on,
he's
hold
just
on. It's my
not
turn.
There
No,
before
it's not your turn. She's not done.
Like like he would just disappear. Like it's as if there was nothing behind his eyes before he would answer a question. It was strange.
What
Like-
were his responses to your questions?
I mean, they were very diplomatic. They were very like. I feel like what you would have to say as a mayor, for presentation based.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say about the doppelganger situation? Particularly, was it just like?
Oh, I guess you were paying attention to that one. Okay.
It's Ordo's
That
turn.
wasn't enough, but you were.
She was
directly
also
targeted.
down the street.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say that he was very cordial about it. He denied that it was happening, and I could see in his
Well,
eyes
that's
that.
very bold.
I mean, when he told me it, he was like, I believed him. Maybe in the moment I believed him and kind of just forgot about everything. He was very charismatic. I could tell he was really putting a lot of thought into what he was saying, because he took a bit of time to answer each question. He was just kind of looked like he was spacing out, and then he would say it. That shows character.
Very different take from Aravyre. I feel like I need to meet this man myself now.
Well, you can, if you decide to move to Marsart, Saphina, you could probably live here and vote for him.
No.
Do not tell him your real name, though, because somebody.
No.
I just throw in there. He definitely used your name. He name dropped.
You used my name? For
I needed an alias, so
what? You needed an alias, so you used my name.
it was the first name that came to my head
Why?
because you were in my head.
Why?
Because you cast a spell on me.
I'm just looking at Saphina, just yelling out loud, why? I'm just
No,
laughing.
I just have an angry look on my face now.
I'm just laughing because I know exactly what. Well, not exactly, but I have an idea of what is happening.
You're talking to Ordo, aren't you?
What?
Well,
Don't do anything stupid with my name.
yeah. Sorry that you were on my mind. Literally.
Not literally. You can choose not to speak with me. I don't
Can't.
have access to all of your thoughts. It's whatever you say to me. I don't know what's been happening before this.
Good to know. Okay. Well,
Where are you guys? We'll come meet up with you guys.
we're at this building where I think it might be a museum.
Cool.
I mean, the mayor is here. Mayor Glenn. I think he just walked in. I don't know what he's here for, but I think he might be here for a little bit of a conference because there are a bunch of bodyguards around him. It wasn't for a morning jog, I'll tell you that much. He has
Okay,
the
where is
overcoat
this
on.
building? You're talking. Where is this building?
I'm just gonna send you the coordinates in my head because
The exact coordinates. You know
That's why
your
you're gonna
exact longitude and latitude.
You're gonna take a screenshot of everything around you.
yeah. Good luck in
Okay.
finding it.
Oh my god.
Make sure you pull
Okay.
up your coordinates by pressing the F key. Is F10? What is it in Minecraft? I don't remember.
That was
It's like
F3.
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 yeah.
Minecraft jokes never get old.
Anyhow,
So I turn over to Drago and Theran. I'm like, okay, I just spoke with Orto and Aravyre. They spoke
What'd he
to
do
the
this
mayor. He used my name
Of course
as
he
an
did.
alias. For whatever reason, he didn't even need an alias. So
Well, what's
now
your alias now?
I guess Orto.
Honestly, fair play. I'll allow this.
I can't use my own name now, so kind of screwed that one for me. But we should go and meet them.
I mean, you
over
could.
where they're at.
After you show up and you say, "Hi, I'm Saphina,"
Can you be Saphina False Bluff?
and he's like,
False truth. I mean, it could be like the John Smith of this world, or Jane Doe. Just a very common first and last name combo.
Well,
Moving on, we're
Jane Doe's
gonna
probably
keep.
don't know.
We're gonna go and meet up with them. I guess in front of that building.
sounds good.
okay,
Yeah.
so you guys head over to the like treasury slash. There's a name for this type of building where they keep like
Museum.
little. No, it's not out for display, but anyways,
A vault.
They keep artifacts. Yeah, sure. Let's call it treasury. They you guys make your way over there. As you're walking up to meet with Orto, you see the doors open. Out come some of the bodyguards. The mayor might come out in a second.
Hi guys. Well, what kind of fun did you have while you were out doing fun business?
Well, we've found an idea of what to do tomorrow or tonight, which is burn down the new gallows they're building.
Okay.
And then cover them in red paint and paint our signal.
Yeah.
Okay. The DO with the new Umlaut. Okay. I mean, I just talked to the mayor. Again, I already told you all this. I'm pretty sure you relayed the information. I'm convinced that the mayor is not a problem. I think it's a societal issue. You know, voting in a new figurehead is not going to solve society's issues. What we really need is to vote in other politicians that will help us in our cause, because Marsart is divided into three.
We don't live
Branch-
here.
I was gonna say, well then our
Yeah,
job is
we-
done. We can just leave, right?
Yeah, we don't live here though.
Just bail.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ordo,
but we also need
Ordo the centrist.
now
I
what
don't know.
was
I
I
didn't like. He just didn't seem right.
He seemed right to me, right all the time.
Ordo.
Ordo, I think you're
God.
not very good at reading people.
You're not
Reading the room.
Yeah.
What does Radek think?
Like that. What? You know, Radek has no opinion on basically anything. He is the only true neutral of this group.
God.
Unless Radek does have an opinion. But
What do you think
Is
about
that
the mayor? Good or bad guy?
He looks confused.
I think he's a bit of a scumbag.
Okay.
Okay, you're 2 against 1 now.
Yeah.
well, I think at this point you're 5 against 1. So
Okay. Well,
time to overthrow the government. Let's go.
all right, overthrow the government, but keep the mayor alive. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we can keep him alive, but imprison him so he suffers for the rest of his life.
Well, I kind of
That's-
want to know if his behaviors are aligned to that of like doppelgangers.
Maybe it has something to do with the vampire stuff.
Ooh.
It could.
Was there like a guy that caused them to turn into vampires, or what?
Well, there was a guy that showed up like in the cell place that we had. He was kind of cryptic. He was very like, you know what? I'm gonna let you take them. And then he was like very cool and edgy, and then he just like disappeared into mist. It was
Yeah,
kinda-
he fucking teleported.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're laughing at Ordo for being like, oh, the mayor's so cool.
Okay.
And everybody is like, oh man, the literal vampire, what a cool dude.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is the mayor still within our area? Is he? Like,
No, he's
still
inside.
within-
Like some of the guard came out, so he might be making
Okay.
his way out of the treasure
Guys.
soon.
I completely forgot that I had divine sense. So here's what we can do. If we think there's something fishy about him,
God.
we're gonna walk into that building, and I'm gonna use my divine sense powers.
You're gonna walk
with
into that building as Saphina Truebluff,
Yes, I am.
and you're gonna do
Please
that.
don't ruin my name.
What? It's
It's
not
too
like you
late.
live here.
Too late.
No, okay. Divine sense is just me using my senses. I don't like go like, I don't do anything crazy. So is this a good idea, right, guys? Divine sense allows me to, you know.
Do what you
Okay.
want. Just
Well,
go.
You're doing it by yourself. Go have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I go inside the? I'm asking you guys permission. I'm gonna go inside the building right now, and I'm gonna use divine sense. I'm gonna get within 60 feet of Mayor Glenn over here, and I'm gonna find out if he is actually Mayor Glenn or Mayor Glenn the vampire. Count
Sure.
Mayor Glenn.
You
Don't.
don't.
Glenn is just walking up behind him, like, "What are you gonna do?"
You do not sense any creatures of any divine creatures. So no celestials, no fiends, no undead.
And I am within 60 feet of Mayor Glenn.
I'll say sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys want to get
Guys-
some ice
Wait,
cream
what are-
while he does that?
hold on. Again, Marsart lactose intolerant. Did I tell you this? Anyways, Guys.
Sorbet.
sorbet.
Sounds good.
Or sherbet. I don't think I'm using my divine sense right now, which is infallible and has always been correct for me. He ain't a vampire or a doppelganger or a celestial being.
Well, doppelgangers are not any of the three types of beings that divine sense.
Hold on.
What are they magical
So you would
beings?
not be able to know if he's a doppelganger. No, doppelganger is just a race. It's just a
Oh.
race
Okay.
of people.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Pull
Well.
out that race detector.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay.
God.
Here's
No.
here's one thing I know for sure about this mayor. He's not a vampire. So.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah. So we got that cleared up.
Well, we still don't know if he could be working with them or not. So
That is true. Okay, I guess we're
that
back into
does
this.
almost nothing for us, other than he's not the same guy that we saw in the prison.
And he's not a vampire.
But that-
But I want.
that's what I meant when he's not the same guy, because he's not a vampire.
Okay.
Therefore, he's not the same guy.
All right.
So it does almost nothing for us.
Well, now we can save money on garlic because we don't have to buy it. Throw it at him.
Jesus Christ. I just walk away.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
done
all
with this
gone.
conversation.
We're all gone. We're gonna go get some sorbet.
Sounds good.
We'll wait until dusk.
Okay, you're gonna wait till
Two.
dusk.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot of sorbet.
Walking back over to where the words, the hanging
Gallows.
thing, the gallows.
Gallows. I got
Walking
you.
back over to where the gallows are. as you get closer, you hear a crowd of people. There's jeering and clapping and yelling.
Oh no.
Can I get a sense
Yeah.
of if they're cheering about somebody that's already died, or if they're cheering like in preparation of somebody about to be killed?
It's hard to tell in the it's kind of a wild crowd. Like I said, like a crowd who is watching an execution is basically like a mob.
Gotcha.
There are very distinct cries. It's controlled insanity, pretty much.
Well, can I get like behind them, like kind of a distance behind them, and just sort of see over them, see what's happening on the?
Sure. If we so coming into this area, yeah, you can set up shop like behind the crowd.
I just wanted to at least like walk around behind them just to get a quick glance of what is happening, what I can sense is happening on the stage, but like
Okay.
at a distance to where it's like I'm not a part of the crowd.
There are some people who, there's like a few people who have been carted off already, and then there are, there's a person like who is about to be hanged, and then there's a line of people.
Shit.
The watchtower is finished. It's not a huge watchtower. It doesn't need to be. It's just built to look over the crowd.
Shall we stop this?
Yeah,
We should.
Well, we need to.
we need a
first-
game plan.
Yeah, I will. Fuck. Do we have something to like disguise ourselves a little bit at least, to at least not show our faces?
I think we were throwing around
Yeah.
the idea of red mask.
Red man.
Well,
Yes.
do we have those?
Did we
I
get
would
them?
say yes.
Does
No, we got
somebody
them.
forget to get those?
I leave that up to the DM of whether or not we have them.
Sorbet.
Sorbet.
Hey, wait, how high up is the guard tower? Less than 30 feet?
Yeah, probably. I'd say so. I was gonna say like 20, 25 feet. So
Okay. So, what if I Misty Step on top of the guard tower?
Ooh.
Well, is there a roof to this guard tower though? Because there's no on top. If
no,
It's
it's
just
just a
the guard
platform. It's
Oh.
it's not like a. There's like very shoddy looking guardrails around to like have some coverage, but there's no roof.
My personal plan was I was going to suggest that I go and sneak up the guard tower.
Everyone wants to get on the guard tower.
Yeah.
we could destroy the guard tower.
Why do we
how
want
close
to
is
destroy
the
the guard tower?
to the stage?
They don't have an infinite supply of guards in this town.
You know what I can do? I can cast darkness and completely obscure the vision so they don't see what's going on. It's just completely black and opaque.
I feel like that would be
Then
useful for the people doing the
we-
executions.
Ooh. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be
what if we
useful.
did that? I can see in darkness.
No,
like,
you can't.
Even
not
that
in darkness. Really?
Yeah. So what if you just cast that and I just rescued the prisoners? No. And then I burned down the guard tower.
I like the
Okay.
idea of burning down the guard tower.
Yes.
Does that sound like a
but-
plan?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
On 3, let's break.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
What?
Ghost.
we're not going to be able to time that over the internet.
No, we're not.
So what part of this plan is commencing first?
Darkness, and maybe I might throw in some thaumaturgy like cause a tremor in the world or on top of the ground. Like, what's happening? Darkness.
Well, does that affect everyone, or is
It,
that only certain creatures that you choose?
no, like a tremor on the ground.
Yes, but like, would that affect us?
Well, thaumaturgy would not allow you to create a tremor actually powerful enough to do anything. It would just be felt like he's trying to
it's
intimidate
harmless.
people.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but like,
Yeah, I can also make my voice very booming, so like, you, stop messing with doppelgangers, something very intimidating like that.
Hey,
Stop that.
Stop doing that.
Guys, what can I say?
What should I do?
Yeah, just imagine that. Imagine how much they will poop their pants.
Okay,
once they hear
so as soon as the darkness happens, there is like a murmur through the crowd, and then people start yelling and turning and running. They're getting out of there,
Okay, and I run up
and there's
onto
like
the.
this wild.
I run up
ground
onto
starts
the
shaking.
stage.
Oh.
I guess I'll run up to the side over by where the other
Can you
prisoners
see?
are lined up.
Okay. The prisoners are also, like, some of them are turning to run, and some of the ones who are turning to run are getting grabbed by guards.
Then I'll, I
Well,
guess, try and
Theran,
tackle
can
the
you-
guards. Huh?
Can you
Wait,
see?
Go ahead. Yeah,
Are you
It's-
able to?
Darkness is a...
well, is dark
Ma-
vision on
magical-
everyone?
Dark vision does not work on magical darkness.
Only
Well,
I can see
it's-
on
but
in
is
this.
dark vision affected on everyone? I thought it would be like only certain creatures.
It's everyone within
No,
the
it's-
space. If you
Hold
enter
on.
the gallows, you can't see.
So wait, where did you put darkness then?
On the
How big is the sphere? Just so I
60
know for
feet.
when we...
Oh,
So-
then that fucks over anything that we
very
could ever
large.
do.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's 60 feet. I think it's 15
Oh,
radius.
no, it's 15. It's
Technically, if
15.
I'm in the
Sorry.
darkness-
Jesus.
I'm invisible right now, right?
There
You're
are
invisible?
torches and stuff around, and the darkness spell is cast on the gallows. I will also say again, because normal dark vision doesn't work in magical darkness.
Got you.
Well,
Well, either
basically,
way,
the
I figured
entire
that it-
gallows is encompassed in darkness, in this like sphere of darkness that even people who have dark vision can't see through.
So, but then is the side where the other prisoners are, is that also encased in darkness then?
Some of it is. Some of the prisoners are not in it. There's like a
Okay.
line of them, like
Then
leading
I will
out of it.
try and help the prisoners that are not in the darkness then. That I can see. Because I would assume that everything else is just a big black ball. Am I correct?
Yeah. So I'm going to ask what everyone else is doing, but that action is definitely going to start combat because now you're directly interfering with what the guards are doing, and they can see who you are. So
Well,
what did everyone else want to do since while he
Well-
like in this quick moment where everything is happening?
Well, if it's darkness up at the gallows, right?
Mhm.
Then if I go up on the gallows to help the people there, like to help them get off,
You won't be able to see either because it's magical darkness.
but
Dark
I can
vision.
feel.
Sure, you can do that. I mean, I'll allow it. I'm just saying you won't be able to see.
Daredevil style.
Oh
And
my
on top
god.
of that, no
Use
one
your
can
sonar.
see me.
Yeah.
I just don't want people to see me. I think it's fun.
What is everyone else doing in this quick moment of?
Well, I am trying to intimidate
I mean,
everybody with
with your
deep voice going. Put the
doppelgangers in the bag.
I'm gonna follow suit with Theran and help.
Oh,
Okay.
well, to start off. Oh, okay. So it's
I'm gonna release the prisoners on the gallows.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see you can see magical darkness, so that works. And then Radek.
I'm just gonna stand back and watch everything play out for a minute.
Wow. What a team player. What a
I-
team player.
He's. I mean.
okay.
He's probably doing the
I
smarter
am-
decision, but
Yeah.
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 He's a big,
Well, I don't
bulky
wanna be
dwarf
l-
with yeah.
I don't want to be left out, so after all that's done, I'm just gonna walk up to a guard and punch one in the face.
You're gonna start.
Wow.
That's
charge at him?
not very neutral of you.
Well,
That doesn't seem to be sure at
It
all.
wasn't. Well, he was You started it in a way.
Okay. So at the beginning of the next session, we will roll initiative. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. If you're watching us on Spotify or YouTube, please like, subscribe, give us a rating. We really appreciate it. Helps us out. If you are watching on any other platform besides Twitch, we'd like to invite you to our streams, which we stream. We're supposed to start Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We got a little bit of a late start tonight. But yes, you can also find us on Twitter at NotJustAnyPod. There you can find information on this show as well as our literature podcast if you're interested in that. And yeah, I think that is it. We will see you all next week.